What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're taking a look at Clerics. I mean, because really, did we all just forget about this card? Like, come on, Valkyrie is still playable, but maybe not. I think the first thing is that we all looked at it and said, hey, we didn't get anything for Clerics from Kamigawa. And I think that's why we didn't necessarily look at it. But maybe we didn't need new stuff. I'm about to dive in on an experiment to see if we can actually play Clerics on the Mythic Standard ladder. So let's go. Now, as always, y'all know the drill. If you're going to be shopping and picking up anything on Ultra Pro's website, be sure to go to shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn and use promo code PowrDragn. You'll save 5% on whatever you buy there, and they'll give me a kickback here at the channel to help me out. So we both win in that scenario, and you get some sweet gear from somebody who's been in business for 70 years. Now, Clerics. Nothing's going to be real shocking here, and like I said, most of this is going to be the same that you've seen before. Maybe a few numbers moved here or there, but, you know, we're going to try some things out. Now, Cleric class. We're only playing 2 here, and I know some of the old versions played 3 or even 4 in some of them, but we needed room for a few other things, and that's very important, so we're just going to play 2. No compromise on playing 4 Lunarch Veteran. This is absolutely 100% necessary. No room there. You got to play it. Now, this is one of the cards that we're kind of debating on how important it is. Like, we have a few different cards that can either put counters on things or gain counters, so this could be very good against some of the sweepers and whatnot. So I at least want to experiment with it and see how we feel about it. And if nothing else, it's a cheap 1-mana thing that happens to be a cleric, so we can actually gain life from clerics and creatures coming into play and all that good stuff. So I don't love it, but I don't hate it, and I just accept that it has a function in the deck. 2 Bloodchief Thirst. Now, this is one of the places we started squeezing for space. And part of that is you have to have some answers to the opposing mono-white aggro decks or white-based aggro decks. And then you also want to have some answers for the runes decks, right? And Bloodchief Thirst is very good against both of those. And it's not dead in the control matchups because you can still get rid of Planeswalkers because there's still going to be stuff like the Wandering Emperor or Lolth played in a lot of the mid-range and control decks. Now we have Luminarch Aspirant. This is also fantastic. It's a cleric. It puts counters. No problem. We're playing it. Voice of the Blessed, probably the best. Actually, it is the best thing you have that gives you a reward for gaining life. So you go ahead and play it. Not a big deal. The only thing I would say is the double white does pose a little bit of a problem when we're playing black in the deck, but I think it's necessary. Because we're playing black, we are playing Cleric of Lifespawn. This is great. It's another enabler for life gaining. It gives you +1/+1s. Like, you can win games with just 2 of these and maybe 2 other creatures that you get after them. 3 Vanishing Verse. We wanted to kind of expand the sweeper, or not the sweepers, but the spot removal. And this is one of those that works against most things in the format right now. So we're going to go ahead and give this a run and see if it's good enough. I think it should be. It's going to make our mana a little bit weird at times, but I think it's worth the risk. 4 Elite Spellbinders. I think this is necessary with the number of mid-range and control decks we're starting to see pop up. You're mostly going to be trying to stop stuff like sweepers or whatnot, but occasionally there's going to be other creatures and things you want to get out of your opponent's hand. Of course, Righteous Valkyrie. This is one of the main reasons. You pump your team, it gains your life. We're not going to not play this card, right? Full set of 4. Now, this is one of the other questionable ones here is, do we just play 3 Aura or not? A lot of lists play 4. And I really debated 4 for a long time. I think we may even need to come back to 4 because of the number of sweepers that we're seeing and spot removal and whatever. But for now, I'm going to play 3 and we're going to see what happens. Getting into the lands, we're not doing anything special. 1 Cave of the Frost Dragon, 1 Iganjo, 9 Plains, 1 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, 2 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, 4 Bright Climb Pathway, 4 Shattered Sanctum, and 1 Shine Shadow Snarl. May not even need the Snarl, honestly, but I'm at least giving it a go and seeing what it looks like. But like always, please watch as many of the games or as much of the videos as you can, because the more you watch, they recommend our video to more people. Also, we'll have a chance to tell you, if you want to get extra rewards and different things here on the YouTube channel, check out our memberships down below. There's a join button right there next to the subscribe button. But even if you don't watch all the games, get to the end of the video because we'll talk and do an update about, does this version hold up? Do we need to make changes? What we like, what we don't like, all that stuff, and we'll have a card spotlight for you. Catch you on the other side. Okay, we will keep this. Let's see what we can do. And it's probably just... Oh boy. Alright, so we're going to be doing this. I should expect, like, into the season, you're going to be playing a bunch of just aggro, against a bunch of aggro decks. Not a surprise, though. Yep, you have a Thalia. And we have not a care in the world. Let's go with this. I'm going to put a counter here. And then now if the opponent wants to remove something, they've got a choice to make. Alright, I guess they're removing nothing. We can live with that. Oh, excellent. Excellent, excellent. That is exactly what we wanted. So, guess it doesn't matter. We either get 2 counters or we get 3 counters. Actually, no, we'll still get the 2 counters. Never mind, this is still correct. Because you only get the +1/+1 the first time you gain life on the turn with the Cleric of Lifespawn. Sure. Do we want to attack for 3 here? Probably so. I'm just thinking, like, they could remove something, attack with Adeline, but, like, we don't greatly care. So, sure. Adeline can come get it, I guess. Adeline passes the vibe check. She can get the pass. Red Rover, let Adeline come over. I guess that's not how you play the game, because normally you want the person over you think your line can hold. Our line cannot hold that. Yeah, we're just going to take 4. I probably should have just taken all of it, realistically, because they could have had, like, Iganjo and killed something, and that would have made us all kinds of sad. But, fortunately, they didn't. So now we can gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, puts us at 27. If we do this, yeah, it's kind of the only way if we want to get over. Counter on Aura, I guess? Attack, attack. Sure. Sure, Cathar. That's all you, friend. I mean, we're going to block with Aura so we can gain the life. Now the question is just, is it worth it to, I guess, just play this, because now we just try to set up lethal for next turn regardless of what they have. Well, that's a good one. Yep. This we're definitely keeping. I feel like this is a no-brainer situation. Only downside is we would like to draw us a white land so we could play this. Alright, we didn't get it. Let's go ahead and play this. Oh, I guess I did that wrong. I should have gained an extra point of life there. That was backwards. Okay, looks like it's runes. Here we go. Race is on. Can we find our black mana? Because we're definitely going to need it to exile some things. Or at this point, just a mana at all. Black mana would be preferred, but a mana at all, so we could play the Spellbinder would be great too. Alright, there's a Naturalist. Sadly, we can't kill that easily, so that's a problem all its own. We did find this. Now we've got the issue of how do we want to deal with the scenario. Because we could make this bigger. Take some big life gain hit for 1 turn. And then try to shoot something. Alright, I think I'm willing to take that gamble here. Feels a little bit dangerous, but probably worth it. Ugh. Well, you can play both of those, whether I like it or not. You can play another Naturalist and play one of them. Alright, let's get rid of that dude, or at least make it cost more. So they can't go completely crazy with what was in their hand. Thing is, I'm wondering if, okay, you play this, that's going to be 1, 2, 3. That's 6. So if I attack for 6, you're going to gain 6. That is trample. That's pretty bad. We're not blocking it anyway, though. Let's at least load manage the life totals here. I mean, if they attack for 6, they gain 6. They go to 19, we go to 23. I can attack them down to 9. They go to 10. Then we get to kill or exile the Kami with all the stuff on it next turn, which seems reasonable. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And if they play their life gain thing now, they'll have to find one with the other dude, so that's fine. Yeah, we knew this was 6, and we could trade, but we're not interested in trading. Okay, well, they're going to play that. Actually, that's good for us, because they kind of burned all their runes. So yeah, no blocks. That's fine. It's 2 points more than we were planning on, but that's totally okay, all things considered. I won't even do that yet, actually. Let's just attack. Alright, end the turn. They find a land? If they did, that's going to be a problem. Though the good news is they have already played 3 of their runes, so there's that. Alright, how big is this Vanishing Verse? Would have been nice if we'd have gotten like a Luminarch Aspirant or something there. Okay. Let's see if we can stop the chain of stuff. So they don't get the card off of that. Alright, that's reasonable. We knew that was a possibility. Do they have more, though? So far, no. Okay, so we're going to have to get as much damage in as we can here. Okay, they're giving up. Alright, we'll keep this. More of this. Like I said, I expect to see a lot of this at this point in the season, so I shouldn't be shocked. We did get double Angel, which could be helpful, but we're going to take a lot of damage here early, I think. Okay, we got lucky. Opponent didn't have anything there. However, this means their hand's probably very slow, which means there's probably some number of, like, borrowed times or whatever hanging out over there. So we're going to have to be careful. Go ahead and play this. There's a chance this just gets exiled. But if so, you know, what are we going to do about it? And then our next 2 turns are probably just Angel, Cleric class Angel, and then try to voice and something if we get lucky. I think we try to still Angel next turn. Even though Angel is super important, I still think we try to Angel next turn. Because our Voice of the Blessed can possibly get big enough to do battle with the opposing side. The Angels aren't necessarily going to allow us to do that. Alright, they're splitting their counters. So they can attack with both things, which makes sense. Oh, my Chico's Reign of Truth. That sucks. Alright, that's a big hit. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Alright, not much we're doing about it. No blocks. We did not get the start we needed, and now we got to figure something out. Alright, we got to go with this, I guess. No attacks. This maybe sorta gives us the ability to chump block something. I doubt it, because they have to have some number of runes in hand. I mean, if we can get 2 creatures next turn, like let's say we play Voice and any other 2-mana cleric, that could be pretty good too. But we're also going to have to find a way to survive. Honestly, we probably are going to end up having to just block anyway, whether we want to or not. Because I can't see a way they attack here and aren't doing at least 11 damage. Yeah, we're not going to win this one. There's virtually no way for us to win. Yeah. Because, like, we can chump block. If they have any one more enchantment. Yeah, okay. Game's over. All right, that's all I had to do. I don't know what that was taking them so long. Like, we go first with this. Sure. This is probably not, the best, unless maybe we're playing against another white aggro deck of some sort. But I don't hate it. I mean, we could aspirant on 2, possibly Voice and kill something on 3 in the right scenarios. But that's about it. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh, my opponent. I was about to say my opponent's name is Think Tank, and they were definitely taking their time thinking. It was very appropriate. All right, let's see what they have that we can kill, if anything. Or do we just lose a Luminarch aspirant? Because that would be understandable as well if we did. Oh, I think they're debating killing it or waiting. Our hand's not great, so if they do kill our first couple of creatures, we're going to be in a bit of trouble without some help here. So yeah, I was going to say, killing our creatures is actually the right answer. Oh, they did get rid of a card, though. Oh, they got rid of an Invoke Despair. Nice. We're just going to be mana efficient here and cast this, since they look like they're probably a black control deck of some sort. Ooh. We can take Bankbuster, or we can take Invoke Despair. I'm going to take Bankbuster. Your hand's pretty bad without that. Okay. How much does this change things? We play Cleric. Next turn, we can play that. If we play this turn, next turn, possibly get to play. We get to play 2 things either way, maybe. As long as it's not a black land. Well, if it is a black land, we get to play those 2. All right, well, no matter what, we're attacking for 3. I'm going to go ahead and do this, I think. And I'm just going to bank on drawing land or something. I don't know. That may not be correct. Maybe I was supposed to play Luminarch Aspirant there. But I'm trying to leave the option open of, okay, there we go. We got a white land, so. Just wanted to leave possibility for max damage. Make this bigger so it's harder to remove in the event they do get like a meat hook or something here. All right, they got their 5 mana. There's an Invoke Despair, which we knew was coming. Opponent's at 13. We can attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we keep that, possibly, though, if we get a creature that's 11, 12. If it's exactly Aspirant, we could get 13. So I guess Aspirant has to die. Like, other stuff is a way we can possibly win. I hate doing this into a face of a sweeper, but what the hell are we going to do? Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter if those are your cards. Sure. All right, this is it. Bloodchief Source, unfortunately, can't just kill an artifact. That would be nice. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to draw here. Because even if it was like Path of Peril, that kills everything 2 or less, and we still have 2 Spellbinders. Yep, that'll do it. Man, if either of those lands was a Plains, though, I would have probably gambled. But not with this one. This we can keep. What do we toss here? We're tossing a Lunar Veteran? Alright, yeah, that's probably fine. Oh boy. What are we up against here? Usually when I see this is either some, like, internet deck I don't know anything about, or it's some type of, like, mono blue tempo something or other. Hey, Greg. So, we're just gonna see what's up here. If they get us, they get us. Because something's probably about to get Jiraiya's disruptioned, I bet. Oh, no, this is gonna be... I saw this the other day. Exactly. This is a ninja deck. I do remember this now. I saw somebody playing this the other day. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. We want to... If I do this now... Still can only do either of these next turn. I guess... Trying to debate when I'm going to get this Luminarch Aspirant into play. But I think this is the play, because otherwise that's going to come in taps later. So this makes sense to just do now. I could attack and trade, so they can't just ninjutsu something in. If I'm willing to just do Luminarch Aspirant Cleric class next turn. Alright, I'm willing to do that. Okay, I didn't think they wanted to block. That means they likely have another ninja. But I had to test the waters to find out for sure. But let's see. I don't know. We'll find out what the opponent's got here. They've got 3 mana. They're all juiced up every which way. I mean, if we block, they're killing our cleric instead of ninjaing something in. So, sure. Okay, so they're bouncing something anyway. That's fine. That doesn't change our world too much. Matter of fact, if we draw a land, it actually makes the following turn a little bit better, because then we can Voice of the Blessed and Aspirant and get multiple things in. So we'll be a little bit behind here, but not like some crazy amount. Alright. Boom, look, artifact in play. Scry. Like, this is my problem with the ninja decks, though. Like, you're doing all this stuff, but I'm still at 15. You know what I mean? It's not like... I don't know. I feel like they're doing all this work, and now they're down to 1 card. They did get to scry 2 things here, mind you, and they left something on top, so it's probably decent. But it just doesn't feel like much happened. Alright. And then no attacks. Now we'll wait, because having both of these have counters, if we draw a land, makes this next turn very good. Assuming it's a white land, but if it's not, it is what it is. We just gotta take our beating.
I have no reservations about cutting.
Gonna turn a silver dude into a 4/4? Yeah, alright. Sounds good.
Meet your killer.
We take 4, 5, 6. I'll take 7. Yeah, whatever. I mean, we know they're kind of out of gas at this point, so whatevs. All right. Juice this up. Put a counter here, so we can attack this into the opponent and this into Tezzeret. All right. Do what you're going to do, opponent.
Proud of yourself.
Like, this is the problem. This is why I had some issues with the ninja decks, right? You end up in a situation like this where the decks literally did everything they wanted to do, and it feels like it almost didn't matter. Yeah, like, attack. I'm not blocking. Like, I have no interest. I'm at 18. Well, that's cute. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Whatever. We're not that concerned. Counter on... Hell, I don't know. This... Like, we're actually at the, like, the irrelevant point. Now we have vigilance. Like, sure. Yeah, I think you're right. Like, this is just a case of where they did everything they wanted, but we just recovered all the life immediately. All right. This looks very junky, so I'm in. Don't think this is going to do a whole lot, but we're about to find out. Kind of would like a white land just for bonus life here. Oh, they got an early portable hole. That's okay. We weren't really getting much off that anyway, unfortunately. Got something for this one too? Yep, of course they do. Well, nothing you're going to do whenever they just have it all. Because I have a feeling this is going to get exiled. So we're going to have to draw some removal cards. I mean, good hand, though. Got to give credit where it's due. Opponent, just exile my Valkyrie. Let's go. Oh, it was not an exile my Valkyrie. It was a play an Adeline turn. That's interesting. I mean, I guess. I don't imagine we're going to do much else here. I mean, no attacks. I mean, I feel like this angel's just not going to make it. I feel like I should attack, but all right, it's going to survive at least a turn. That's something. I'll take it. Yeah, sad thing here is I think we're kind of priced into block here, double block here. Though for the life of me, I'm not sure. Maybe another angel? I was like, I didn't know what I was even hoping to draw here. So, yeah. Oh, we only had 3. We didn't have 4. I was still thinking it was a 2-3. Gosh dang it. That was a terrible block. We're in bad shape anyway. Like, honestly, we got nothing here. I mean, they know we have a Gandra, which makes me wonder if they just have another Adeline. But it's not like we can do much about it. Yep, we can block there. Take 5. Oh, we drew so nothing. Oh, we still drew nothing. All right, we're dead. Like, we didn't draw anything there. We deserve to die. Ugh, bruh. We got a mulligan that one. Ooh, this is not much better. We're going to keep, and sadly, I think I got to get rid of that just in case. Oh, no. Our Voice of the Blessed is going to be garbage here. All right. I got to try anyway. Maybe they'll lose value on not getting their +1/+1 from their Commando. Epicure is going to be a 2/2. All right. I can cast you, but then we can't do anything with you. So I think our best bet is this. And then we just wait. Boy, we need a lot of things to go right next turn. We need a lot of things to go right this turn, but maybe if things go right next turn, we'll be all right. Oni Cult Anvil. All right. We do need to get stuff out of reach of a Meat Hook Massacre fairly quickly as well, or that's going to be a problem. So if we can get our life total back up, this would be a good start, but we failed. All right, so what's the next best thing here? We play Cleric. I mean, I could remove something. I feel like I guess we have to do this on some level. Ugh. Do not feel good about this. Oh, well, the good news is their hand's empty. So that's nice-ish. No attack. All right, come on, untap white land. Untap white land puts us in a super safe position. All right, we're not worried about any of those cards. I mean, granted, we could end up losing a Spellbinder, but that's fine. Ah, dang it. All right, well, at this point, we just got to roll these out. Yeah, not even worth really killing anything there. Attack. Man, we're really hoping a Meat Hook does not show up here. All right. In the turn. Oh, this draw did not go well. Maybe I was supposed to play Cleric of Lifespawn there, actually. And then get more life this turn no matter what. That probably was the correct play. Because having a 3/3 Cleric this turn is not any better than having the 3/3 Voice, but it has more payoff on this turn. Oh my gosh, opponent's just going. Alright, well, we do at least have some safe blocks here. Their hand's empty. Sure. Alright, we block here. Take out that 3/3. Even though the 3/3 requires them to sacrifice something, right? Actually, have to sacrifice exactly blood to turn that into a thing. So maybe we don't even bother. Maybe we do this and this. And take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. That's probably correct. I mean, we know we're going to gain at least some amount here, so it's not the biggest ordeal. Ah, finally. That's what we were looking for. Okay. Now we can do this. Yeah, there we go. Whew. I don't actually like this on the draw, because I feel like the Voice of the Blessed would just be dead, because there's no life gain or anything out there. So I'm going to mulligan that. This feels a significant bit better. Now the tough part is, what do we put back? I guess I'm going to make it to Blood Chief's Thirst. Boy, that feels ugly. But we're going to do what we can do. Actually, that makes it feel a little bit better. Having 2 Cleric of Life spawns. Does this veteran die, however? Because that could be an issue. It does not die. Opponent's playing snow-covered lands, too, so let's keep an eye on that. No attacks. Man, now I'm probably going to end up feeling like I probably should have held that Blood Chief's Thirst. All right, we are finding our lands, though, so that's actually pretty nice. Let's go ahead and play this and just get all the lives. Attack. All right, they didn't even want to block with their Innkeeper. Okay, I guess you can get block more damage on a coming turn. Oh, they're in ramp mode for something. This makes me really not want to play this Aspirin out, because I feel like we just be walking into a Blood on the Snow, unfortunately. Trying to think what's the best thing that can happen here. Like, even if we drew a Righteous Valkyrie, I mean, we'd only go to 1, 2, 3, so we'd only go to 26. That still wouldn't get us there. We probably just want like an enchantment to start loading up or something. I don't think we actually want another creature here. Not that a creature would be bad. I don't know. I guess it's how much do I believe that there is oh, actually, yeah, they already have double black, so that wouldn't even matter. Because the other thing is, too, if it's just Meat Hook Massacre, then they would be able to Meat Hook our creatures as well. So I'm pretty much going to play Luminarch Aspirant here and just say if they have a Blood on the Snow, we just get wrecked. I mean, like, that's pretty much what's about to happen. Yeah. I mean, I think this is the best we can do. And I'm okay running the Lunarch Veteran in, I think. Yeah, okay. We just say if you got it, you got it. Like, I don't think there's anything else we can do there. I made my clerics big enough to survive the problem. And that's about it. Now, if they have Loth or something, we can still use a Vanishing Verse or whatever, and that's still fine. All right. They have it. If so, we could be DED here. I mean, they do have a couple of blockers as well. Oh, they had Storm the Festival. That's good too. I've bricked on my Storm the Festival sometimes though, so let's see what happens for them. Those were solid hits.
Strong, for they consume the
sure. Yeah.
My power is for annihilation.
All right, let's exile this.
I will not cry like a meek little thing.
All right. Sadly, I can only really attack with one Cleric of Lifespawn here, so that's very sad. Actually, not true. You know what we could do? We can attack with Cleric. If we put... we don't really have a choice. Yeah, that's kind of all we can do here. I wanted to do something else. Like, it's actually almost worth running this Veteran in, because if the Veteran dies, then I could just replay it next turn and turn these into 7/7s plus. But even that, I'm not sure how beneficial that is. I think we do anyway. Because there's a chance we're still just going to lose our board, so whatever. Hey, Dan. All right. Opponent's probably wondering why I attacked with a Lunarch Veteran. Like, I don't blame them. That's a little bit shady. I'd be suspicious too. I don't fault them at all. Like, why is he attacking with just Lunarch Veteran with a card in hand? I'm like, yeah, it looks a little bad. Looks a little bad. And that's the thing, too. When your opponents make those attacks, like, you don't know if they're going to be bluffs or if they really do mean to get the damage in. So it just feels weird. Like, you never want to be in that spot blocking. It's like always feels gross. All right. Well, this creates a different problem because now we can't easily get the stuff in that we want. So now I need to draw a Cleric plus get other things happening here. That is not going to help our scenario at all. So for now, believe it or not, I think I'm just going to attack with... do we attack with both of these or just one of these? Probably just one of these. I mean, if the opponent, I was going to say, if you see through our ruse, we really just want to replay this, is all. All right, in the turn. We'll save it for next turn, because if Sweeper or something comes, why bother playing it out, right? Now, the opponent can almost just reuse Storm the Festival here. So they've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They need 3 more mana. And sadly, we may end up just having to trade away a Cleric of Lifespawn. I mean, we may not have a choice here. That's going to start to be a real problem. Unfortunately, we stalled out here. This is gotta find a angel time. I think that's where we are. Bruh, really? Like, this is how we're gonna do this? All right, I see you. I mean, I guess on the plus side, we're going to have so much life, it's not going to matter. All right. Now, if we make these 9s, what happens? We take one of them a 9 and attack. They can block with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 tokens and either or chariot or... I mean, I guess you could block with all your tokens. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. You probably don't want to do that. You could block with your chariot and... some combination or Lizette. You probably don't want to do that. If you find a way to sack one of those and hit us for a crap ton of life, you get to put a +1/+1 on something. But then, do we care about that? Is the other question. Because that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, you can't. You have to block these. These are getting blocked no matter what. All right. I guess, reluctantly, I'm going to put a counter on one of these. I don't know if it really matters. But here we go. I mean, they can block, go to a 11. But right now, they're not showing a way to gain life. So it seems like they want to keep the tokens to be able to use Lizette. If we just have to give up a Cleric of Lifespawn here, so be it. Cost of doing business. Ooh, giving up the spider. Interesting. I would have given up the cat. Wonder what that decision was about. Okay. So now I don't know what we're waiting to do here. All right. We'll just take a big chunk of damage, I guess. But they have to leave at least 3 things back during all this. So, I mean, if they don't hit us for enough and we draw... an angel, a Valkyrie, then like, man, I don't know. This all feels weird. I don't know what's going to happen here. I feel like the opponent has the advantage right now. And they're at 8 mana, so they can almost recast. Yeah, they're close. Oh, meat hook. Okay. Man, I almost played my other Lunarch veteran too. For that reason. But alright, you're going to go to 12. That doesn't kill us, though. How much are you going to leave back is the question. Yeah. Makes sense. No blocks. Speaking of, where's the rest of our removal cards? Let's make that happen. You ain't bad. You ain't bad, let me tell you. We could have done a lot worse. This thing get indestructible or whatever? What's the other? Yeah, it does get indestructible. It has 10 or more counters on it. Well, we're going to be close to making that happen. All right, so opponent's got a 5/5, a 7/7, a 2 5/5s and a 7/7. Actually, 2 of those is only 12. All 3 is 17. So they could gang block 1. They could put 1, 2 on this one. They could block this with one of those and chump block the other for a 10er. All right, well, we may just force them to do that. And if we do that, they can't recast their Storm the Festival. So, ugly as it is, it's probably worth it for us to attack with... Well, maybe not, because maybe they just... No, that doesn't really work. They could double block one of these and then chump block the other one. Or they could just go to 3. And that's fine. But if at any point they pull one of these off to block here, then they're just chumping this. We kill the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we... wait, did I do my math wrong? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they're 1 short. What happened? I guess it doesn't matter then. Huh. Alright, well that's 13 in the air. If these die, they'll gain 1, but then this gets bigger. So, yeah, sure. I guess. Why not? If you have the cards, you have the cards. Yep. Jump, jump, jump. Do what you want to do. And they're keeping Lizette even. See, I thought... Yeah, I was going to say, I thought Lizette would be getting in on this action. But now they're keeping the Sculptor. Interesting. None of those are the blocks that I would have predicted. Obviously, because I said so. But... wow. What was that about? This must be a Blood on the Snow then, right? But even then, we get to keep our Voice of the Blessed anyway. And then it's going to be a 13. Yeah. Actually, been bigger than that. Yeah, we'll keep this. See if we can make this do something nice. I don't know if this hand would be good or bad to race against various deck types here. Against blue stuff, I have no idea if this is good or not. Like, I mean, at least I'm glad I have a Spellbinder to try to do stuff, but don't know if we're gonna be able to outrace what they're gonna try to do. All right, let's attack first. Oh, they didn't have anything. All right. This has to get Disruption, right? Yeah, okay. We also need to get another counter on this so it doesn't become tapped in the future. All right, so we achieved that part. Oh, no, it has to have 4 counters on it. Gosh, damn it. That was a mistake. Damn. Well, if we attack for 6 here, put the opponent down to 9, we get rid of the Wandering Emperor. We get to attack for 2, 3, 4. Opponent's at 5. Still pretty rough. And I don't have a creature in hand, so like not attacking doesn't really... If I had a creature in hand and I thought I could get the counters on it, then maybe it matters, but I don't think it does here. Yeah. Oh, they don't have a Wandering Emperor. I thought that's exactly what we were going to see there. Huh. Well, not sure what to do with this information. Do we just split it? I mean, sadly, this is 1 short of lethal because we can't activate the creature land. Yeah, okay. I mean, if you got it, you got it. Okay, so they still had it. Yeah, I thought they were just going to use it there. Because if I'd have been able to get counters on this, then the opponent would have been basically dead. I mean, we already know what you're going to get rid of. It doesn't change anything.
Until next time, then.
All right. Where are we at? Legion Angel. Okay. I was going to say, we have no combination where we can guarantee enough damage here, do we? We can attack. They block. Kill that. We make this. We can... Yeah, I think that's kind of our only real play. Alright, let's do it. Let's try to keep these angels in check. I think we're just going to lose stuff to a Blood on... or Doomscar anyway, but, like, is what it is. We give ourselves a chance to maybe gain some life on the coming turns. Alright, so they only had an angel. That's good news. Can we find a removal card? We cannot. That's a problem. That's a big problem. What can we put the opponent down to here? We can attack with the 3/4, or we can attack with the land as a 4/5. Get roughly the same effect. Or... Alright. Here's what we gotta do. Opponent's just gonna take it. Go to 4. We know they can play another angel. So if you have 2 angels, you have to block 3. You gotta block another 3. Can I guarantee 4 damage? I think... I'm just trying to think of, like, is there a way I could possibly get the angel bigger next turn, or my team bigger? But I think I have to draw something that does 4. So that's, it really has to be aura, which means we wouldn't be able to attack with this. Okay. I mean, I guess this is all we can do. And this at least lets me play 2 Lunarch veterans if they do sweep the board. So it's not the worst, but we're still not in a great spot. Especially with the opponent already having access to 7 lands. Now they can flash in a Hull Breaker. Okay, Deluge isn't as bad. That actually feels alright. Now they could still have Fateful Absence and a bounce spell, which would be kind of ugly. Now I have a decision. Because now we can, between the Lunarch Veteran and the Voice of the Blessed, get the required life on a Valkyrie. The thing is, though, if we do that, then they bounce the Valkyrie. We can't get in for lethal. If we... I mean, I guess we just force them to have 2 removal cards of some variety. Yeah. This just becomes a, like, if you got it, you got it. Okay, Mending puts them to 6. I mean, if Mending gets you a bounce spell, you're still in this. Okay, they're not. All right. All right, so overall that went pretty well, all things considered. It was better than we anticipated in a lot of situations, and we held up in the matchups we were hoping for, so that part's actually good. One of the things I'm looking at, though, is we did have a couple of things that sort of underperform. Like, I don't know how badly we need the Olenbach Escort. I also am not sure how badly we need the Cleric class, though it did come in handy in one of those matches, I believe. So, it's hard to want to walk away from them, and we do also want to play an additional aura, right? Just as more protection against the sweepers. Now, one of the concerns we could have is that Cleric class kind of helps with sweepers, lets you get one of your big things back, and then kind of sort of does Olenbach Escort. Now, admittedly, it doesn't save you from like a Mead Hook Massacre or from a Farewell, but it could still be important potentially. That being said, I was thinking about other options we could have available in some of these different matchups. And there's 2 cards I wanted to consider. One that I'm not usually fond of, but it is one that exists, is Skyclave Cleric. It's a 2-mana 1/3. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. This could let us also shave a land or 2, because we are a little bit land heavy. So if we cut like two and maybe two of some other spell and played like 3 or 4 of these, that could probably work out for us. So that's an option if it's something you're running into or you need just a little bit more life gain. I would also consider this underplayed duder here, the Dawnbringer Cleric. It's a 1/3 for 2, so same stats, but it can't be a land. However, it gives us the option of gaining 2 life, destroying an enchantment, or exiling a card from a graveyard. Now, this is good for a few reasons, because exiling a card could let you stop something in the Azorius matchups, you know, whether you're talking about like Memory Deluge or something like that. But also a lot of decks are playing things like Wedding Announcement, right? This would let you kill that. Or even just take out a Jukai Naturalist in the Rune matchups because that creature happens to be an enchantment. So lots of uses for this card as well. Now, the problem is if we want to switch any of these, again, you could shave a land and probably still be safe. You can do more land, like I said, at least 2 if you're willing to do the Skyclave Cleric. If you just want to go with the Dawnbringer Cleric, then sadly, I would say you're probably cutting like a Vanishing Verse and then maybe cutting an Olympic Escort or a Cleric class. Now, I'm not making any changes to this version because it did play okay, but like I said, I do definitely want at least one more aura, so I would probably try to focus on finding a spot for that 4th one if you decide to play this deck. So all that being said, do I think this is actually still viable? Yeah, weirdly. I didn't think it was actually going to be. I thought it might just be okay at best, but when you have a format that still has a lot of white-based aggro decks and it's got runes decks and things like that, this is the type of deck that can hold up to it, and you're actually coming prepared with the right answers. And we're not dead to the actual sweeper decks, right? Because we have stuff like Spellbinder, which helps. We can get our creatures big enough so we can outpace Meathook Massacres, so that's cool. And we do have removal for some of the Planeswalkers. So it's not like we're without answers. Hell, I would even say Voice of the Blessed getting to where it can have Vigilance even gives you some defense against a lot of these Wandering Emperor decks, right? So maybe it does have the right tools and we've just ignored it because there weren't a bunch of clerics in the new set. For today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Mikaeus the Unhallowed. This card, mostly talking about it, one, it is a cleric and it's a black card and we're doing black-white clerics today, but realistically, this card, one, it's expensive. You're not going to find a version of this for under $40 in most places online. That's first off. Many of y'all may not have known that. But it's actually just a good all-around card for commander and multiplayer things, right? Like, one, humans is the most prevalent creature type, and it wants to shoot those down. And then it gives all your other stuff, like +1/+1 and Undying, which is awesome. So, like, yeah, this card's just sweet and pricey. Not a lot of strategy around it, other than this card's just good. If it fits in the deck you're playing, give it some consideration. That's it. Now, don't forget, as always, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming streams, our Twitch streams, and our Discord. So come on by, say hello, come be part of the community. You're always welcome with open arms. And if you would take a second, please consider joining the channel here on YouTube. Several people ask if we have a Patreon. We do not, but I have memberships right here, and it works exactly the same. For as little as 99 cents, you get some little rewards, so check out the different levels. And if you can't do that, please, you've come this far, hit that like button at the very least, then hit the subscribe button if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it if you do. And then if you do, hit the subscribe or notification bell. You already hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell and choose all notifications so that way you get notified every time I have a video out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.